What is happening? Muzan held Yin closely to his body as he deepened the kiss, his tongue sliding into her mouth whilst his hand traveled to the back of her head and tangled his fingers in her hair. She could do nothing but grip his clothes tightly, her face flushing with heat from how forceful he was being. Is this real? Holding her against the wall, the wood cool against her body that felt as if it was burning up. Muzan then let his lips move down her jaw and towards her neck. This seems like a dream. Muzan Kibutsuji, the Demon King would never do this. Her lips parted to let out a soft gasp as her eyes widened when feeling his lips connect with a spot on her neck that sent electric jolts of pleasure throughout her body. Almost immediately, her limbs went to slack as he continued to suck and kiss the specific area, feeling as if she were going to faint from the dizzy feeling of progressing too fast. It was only when his hands started tracing up her thigh did she snap out of it. Grasping at the hand that was already under her kimono, she then ducked away from his hand and backed away until there was a solid 12 feet of space between them, her fingers delicately touching the bruised spot on her neck, where he had tasted her. Running his tongue over his top lip, Muzan smiled, seemingly unfazed by her reaction. What was that? Yin demanded as she stared at him in bewilderment, his red eyes holding nothing but amusement as he stared back. What the hell was that? That was just my method for you to stop talking, he smoothly replied. She was left dumbfounded. What? Is he serious? No, obviously. This is just some game to him. You're kidding me, she muttered out in English, running both her hands through her hair-colored hair, whilst a flurry of emotions thundered through her mind. Am I disappointed at his answer? Am I angry? Or am I just confused because he acted so different from the original manga? I can never understand him, never read him. It's as if he knows something that the rest of us don't, and he likes to dangle that in front of me to irritate me in his own amusement. Or, Muzan hummed in thought as his gaze slid to the ground. Not even a second later, it then slid up to meet her own, the look intense and almost predatory, like he wanted to devour her right then and then. You could say that I just wanted to, for the one in front of me has a way about her that makes one do the most interesting things. He once more walked up to her. His fingers gripped her chin and making his nails dig into her skin enough to draw blood. What the? This feeling, this want and desire for you. I really despise it. Muzan growled out as he clenched her chin tighter, his red eyes flaring with an emotion that she had never seen before. But I can't seem to stop it from growing, even when I tried to stay away from you. I could only think of you every waking hour, could only speak of you, could only crave you. When Doma first brought you in, I hated your very existence, save for your interesting quality of regeneration. But something shifted. Yin swallowed thickly. What is he talking about? This shouldn't be possible, since the one thing Muzan longs for is... I want a perfect body. He finished her thoughts, startling her. The only thing I wanted was to be able to walk in the sunlight without fear of dying. Yet, who would have thought this to happen? You are mistaken, Yin stated firmly and without a hint of hesitation. You do not feel this way for me. Are you insisting that I am wrong? His lips curled into a look of disdain. Not insisting. Telling. Gripping her shoulders in a way that made her gasp in pain as she felt her bones breaking from the strength he exuded. Muzan smashed her against the wall with enough force that a spiderweb of cracks branches out from where her body had landed. He did this over and over again until the back of her kimono was shattered, while her flesh was bruised and raw from cuts and wounds. Half delirious and half unconscious from the pain, Yin could do nothing but weakly try to push against him to stop his treachery. Finally, he threw her down onto the ground and crawled on top of her, his face calm and devoid of any emotion save for the slight bit of rage that she could tell was there just from the primal look in his eyes. He didn't say anything for a moment as he stared down at her, not saying anything but finishing her truly breathtaking in that moment. I already told you before, didn't I? Muzan breathed out as he twirled a strand of her hair around his finger and brought it up to his lips, meeting her eyes as he did so. That we would be forever. Do you remember? Please, stop, Yin begged, too weak to even think of what he was saying. Leaning in closer, Muzan whispered, "Listen to me carefully, Yin. If you ever think of denying my feelings for you again, I will not hesitate to punish you according to how I see fit. You are mine, and I can do with you as I wish. Whether that be hurting you or loving you, I can do whatever I want to you. You are mine." With those words, he picked her up so that both her head and body were cradled in his hands, lightly placing a Cheshire kiss on her forehead. He then snapped his fingers, and without missing a beat, Nakime transported him back to Yin's room. Placing Yin back on their futon, he smiled. "Sweet dreams, Yin." Oh my! Anyways, it's time for a Toagawa Air secret. Yin honestly didn't mind Muzan kissing her until it started to hurt her, reminding her why getting romantically involved with him is a bad idea in the first place. Muzan left Yin in the first place mainly because he despised his change in emotions for her, but it was only then did he realize just how torturous it was to be away from her. And Muzan really enjoyed seeing Yin both flustered and in pain because of him. Anyways, bye, love you all, mwah!